Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. My name is Karen Theimer. I'm your show host for today. Well, actually, no, every show. My show is called Freedom Starts Now. And my question for you is, What is freedom for you? To me, freedom starts now is all about making that decision to have a better life. If you're tired of the way things are going in your life, year after year, day after day, month after month, then it starts with you making a decision to make a change. So I am here today. This is the Breakthrough Show as well, and it's their birthday. Happy birthday! It's their fourth anniversary, so this is very exciting. And yeah, I have guests on here today. I'm super excited to bring everybody up. And how are you? Put in the comments below. Where are you chiming in from? Do you have any questions? Do you want to learn something new? I don't know, whatever it is for you, let's go with it. So I am going to bring up my friends here, and
Hey.
so new to me. Wow.
Hello.
Good
Hello,
morning.
hello,
Good
hello,
morning.
everybody. Wow, this is the first for me with having so many people on my show. I love
Yes, it
it.
gets fun. It gets fun when you have a bunch of people on. It does.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Sorry, my cat's tail. He likes to, when I'm doing these podcasts, to walk by my computer and put his tail in the
Yeah.
camera. I guess he
Yep.
wants to be part
His
of it.
free. His freedom.
It is. You know what? It is freedom, isn't it? You know what? A cat
Yes.
is like, I can do what I want, when I want, how I want, and you're still gonna love me anyway.
Exactly.
I want to come back as a cat or a dog. In a good home. In a good home, that
Stay at
is.
a good home.
Yeah, well, welcome, Donnell and Anglic and Juju. I'm so excited to have you guys here.
Glad to be
Donnell, why don't
here.
you guys tell a little bit about yourself? Because we're all still learning to get to know one another and stuff like that. Tell us a
Cool.
little bit about you.
I'm gonna
Go.
let the ladies go first because I'm a gentleman.
Okay, Anglic, then it's your turn. You get to go first.
Go for it.
Baby.
Introduce yourself. Tell them about
Hi, I'm
Hi,
Angelique,
yourself.
Angelique.
co-host of Divine DNA every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Breakthrough Show Network. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a licensed realtor, I am a licensed insurance claims adjuster, I'm a notary.
Does it all.
I do a lot.
Amazing.
And I love teaching. I love music. I love dancing
Love it.
and having fun.
Amazing. So my question, like I always like to know how people got to where they're at, right? Like what is your mess that got you to your awesomeness?
Oh wow.
Like we all have some kind of I call it trauma or some kind of a mess from when
Hmm.
from as a kid or an adult or whatever. Doesn't mean that people come from a bad background. You could have the best background, but we all carry something.
Mm-hmm.
So what got you to that point of going, I need, or maybe you're still going through it. I don't know, right? Like, where did you kind of go, I need a change? Like, what got you into doing the podcast, right? I don't know. Or do you have a story like that?
What got us into doing the podcast was seeing so much negativity surrounding the subject of marriage. Everybody says, "No, I'm single, single and happy, never get married, happily divorced." The statistics that over half of all marriages end in divorce, and just so
Mm,
many negative connotations about marriage and the union. And societal norms, family pressures, all of these things play into it as well.
got
Because
it.
your parents are like, hurry up and get married, hurry up and get married. I want grandchildren. You may not even be the marrying type. And
Mm,
hence, we have the divorce rate high because people who aren't supposed to get married are getting married. And the
got
ones who are marriage material are like, oh no, I'm afraid because such and such and such is going on. So we wanted to give a positive perspective on marriages and tools from our 22 years of marriage. We we haven't had a handbook. but we've had plenty of experience. More than that, we've learned, we've applied, and we've achieved success.
Amazing.
And we want to share that. We want to make sure that marriage continues, that positive marriages happen, and that we create that dynamic within the world where people have a toolbox that they can go to pick their tools, to help them build their marriage, and to continue the legacy.
Got it. Very cool. I'm actually reading, it's interesting because I was married for 16 years and got divorced at the age of 50. And then I was like, okay, I need to go on a healing journey. I need to because I was picking sort of the same type of guys, dating them and stuff like that. And when I got married, great guy, we're still friends. I'm happy for that, but it was the same type of guys. And I'm like, okay, why do I keep attracting this in? Maybe I need to start doing some healing. Right. And so I've spent like the last, 4 or 5 years, well, maybe, yeah, I guess 4 years, really going on this, diving deep into this healing journey because I want to attract in a different person and into my life and stuff, right? And I'm now reading the 5 love languages, because I'm learning what's my love language, right? I have a good idea of what that is. And it was interesting and then understanding, when I do attract that person into my life, what's their love language. So I know how to communicate. We know how to communicate. And it was interesting what I read the other day. They said something around, I think it's like what was it? First of all, the first 2 years of a relationship, you're in that I'm obsessed with the person and, love, nothing can, destroy us and this and that. You're living in this fantasy world. I can't think of the right word I'm trying to come up with, but you're basically, I guess, in the obsession stage. But then true love really sets in after that 2-year mark, right? Where you start learning about each other, right? And stuff like that. So it's important to learn that language, I guess, that works through the other part. I mean, I'm still at the beginning of the book, so I'm still learning, but interesting. So yeah, very cool, very cool. And Juju, what about you? Tell us a little bit about you. I feel like I could go on about relationships for a while and learn so much. But oh, I can't hear you, Juju.
My bad. Sorry, my dog was barking, so I haven't muted it. I am the co-host of Learning Silent with Pretty Chick. My journey to this moment, it started in 2017. I started having a few deaths in the family, and I started just, analyzing my life and figuring out if where I'm at is where I want to be. If this is it. And I just went on a journey on itself and, discovering myself, and I've met wonderful souls along the way. And I'm here, and now I'm, like I've come and got together with Ugly Pretty Chick and created this safe space. So people like us, people that are in a journey, could be able to express themselves and talk about whatever, anything that comes up in our heads. It becomes a topic of conversation, and that's what I want to bring out here. That any conversation can be brought out here, and we could just talk and enlighten each other, as well as learn from each other, and and just grow with each other.
Yeah.
That is something that has been, at least as of me, and I know as well, because since I pretty much talk to her every day, Ugly Pretty Chick, this has become a family. Donnell, Angelique, Jessica, and everybody, even yourself. We've come to learn a lot from everybody around us.
Yeah. Community is so important, and I think I take it for granted. I was thinking about this the other day because I'm in different. I'm trying to think of how to put it into words, but it's kind of like, I always felt like in the past I don't fit in. I don't belong, this and that. And I actually had to Google what's the difference between fitting in and belonging, right? And you don't actually have to fit into anything, right? And I realized the other day, I mean, I wanted to be part of a community. And then I was kind of like, well, wait a minute. It's okay to have different communities to help me along my journey and vice versa, right? So, but what I realized what I'm not doing is not, I don't like the word taking advantage, but it's being really part, like really taking part in community. And I haven't been doing that. So that's my lesson of being, because I can go forget it. I'm going to just do this on my own and figure it out. But it's like, wait a minute. I have some like the Breakthrough Show community, right? And I have other communities that it's like, we're all here to help each other grow and support each other. And I realized too that it's like, my healing is your healing and your guys' healing is my healing. So why am I not taking part in more in the community of these communities that I'm in? So this is something that came up for me the other day. And now, Juju, you just kind of brought it back up again for me. So thank you for that. Right. And yeah, it's we're all here to just help each other out at the end of the day, I believe anyway. So yeah. Hey, what about you, Donnell? Oh, can't hear you. Oh, you're muted. That's why. Usually I mute myself now.
Yeah.
Nobody mutes me. Nobody puts me in a corner.
I know, right?
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
They'll try to mute me, my fam. No.
Exactly. Well, my name, most people know my name is Donnell Jackson. Been married to this beautiful lady here for 22 years. I am a mobile expert for Metro by T-Mobile. I've been with them for about 12 years now. And just, I'm a husband, I'm a dad, and I am the tech in the house alongside my son because he's also into electronics as well. And co-host of Divine DNA as well. And just enjoying things and then learning about real estate with the wife. I'm her assistant when it comes to real estate. So
My
I work
partner.
for her. Yes, I work for her. But I enjoy it though.
That's
I
amazing.
really do. When we do things together in that aspect. But yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Very cool. Do you have anything where, where you had this aha moment? I like bringing up people's messes because it helps to help people, to inspire people, right? Like, did you ever have a time in your life where it's like, I am just done living this way. I need a change.
Yes.
Have you ever had that moment of like, something's got to change? I'm tired of living the same thing day after day.
More than once. We are Miami, Florida natives. In 2002, we were tired of the rat race, the overcrowdedness, the horrendous traffic. And we were like, okay, we need a change. So one of my cousins lived here in Jacksonville, and he said, hey, come see me. I'll show you around. And once he did, we were like, we need to move there. And we did. We moved here. We stayed here for 13 years. We had another baby. And I lost my mom the same year. I had a baby in January and lost my mom in September.
Aww.
So we were like, okay, well, let's go back home so we can make sure we enjoy your parents, before they go. And we did that. We stayed for 7 years. And we recently moved back to Jacksonville because we needed a change again.
Got it.
The city is not the same. It's even more crowded. It's even more expensive. The traffic is more horrendous. And we wanted to come back to peace. And we have achieved that. We sleep better at night.
Yay!
It's a lot less traffic. People are a lot more friendly. We feel very, very good about the change and about the move.
Amazing. And change is good, right? So many people, like, they just don't like the change. Oh my gosh, go away, Kat.
It's taking over. Freedom.
What about you, Juju? Did you ever have a moment, like, where did you kind of went, I'm done living like this, whatever that is for you, and something's got to change. Like, I've got to make the change. What was your aha?
I mean, I had various of those moments, but it's kind of like, to be honest with myself, the moment that I had that was when I was giving an engagement ring.
Welcome.
I was given an engagement ring, and once I had it in my hand, it didn't felt what I wanted it to feel. I guess I was like,
Wow.
was this all the fuss about, like, that I've been thriving all these years to try to get it, and it's like now I have it, and it's like it's not what I want. I'm not at the right place right now.
Got it.
That was my moment.
Love it.
Wow.
Amazing. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. Shiraz, welcome, Shiraz. I didn't even know you were down there waiting. Apparently, when you're on full screen, nothing popped up saying you were there. That's funny. My apologies.
I was wondering, did Karen
And there's all these comments. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for commenting. You forgot to mention that. Oh, yeah, really great friends. Yes, Jessica. Thank you. Yes, and making some amazing friends here in this community. So, yeah, anyway, I'll get better at this, answering comments and making sure people get into the show here. So, Shiraz, welcome to Freedom Starts Now.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, a little aha moment. We're talking about, what mess did you have that made you go, I am done with this. It's time for a change. Tell us who you are.
The big thing for me was the almost 20 years of arthritis, where it was just, I got to that point where I'm done with this. I need a change. And it's not like I hadn't been trying before, but it was just that that resolute moment. No more of this. No more trying. Something has to go. And that got me into a conversation with my father, talking about, is there anything we haven't looked at with arthritis, anything that we haven't tried? And he said, there's that program in India called combined therapy that's had success with multiple illnesses. So I get on a plane, I go to India, and I work with this guy for 2 weeks. And then at the end of the 2 weeks, he's like, Shiraz, you feel like you're responsible for everyone in your life. And I'm like, no, I don't. And he says, I know you don't think you do, but from all the stuff we've been talking about, you've created a belief that you're responsible for everyone in your life. And I said, okay, so what's that got to do with arthritis? And he goes, well, if you're lying in bed in pain, you don't need to be responsible for anyone, and you don't have to feel guilty.
Ooh, I like that.
Right. And so I decided, you know what? If that's true, I'm not going to be responsible for anyone but me. And the next day, the arthritis was gone.
Wow.
Amazing.
Very, very cool. It's powerful stuff.
But it came from that decision, not I'd like this to happen, I'm going to try. It's just like, no, I'm done. This is it.
Yeah.
And when you make that solid decision, everything changes.
Wow. It's so true. It's just, yeah, you just have to make that decision of, I am done living this way, whatever that it is for you, and make that change. You know, I had a client, now that you bring up pain, I had a client, one of the hats I wear, I'm a massage therapist, for those who don't know about that. And I had a client come in who, I've been treating her for a while, and she had chronic neck and shoulder pain. And, you know, we worked on a lot of stuff with her, but it was never really going away. And one day I was like, for some reason, I felt intuitively to go work on her liver. right? Because our organs have a range of motion. And when you've had trauma, accidents and stuff, they can get restricted, right? Also, my understanding is liver is all about anger, right? And so I worked on her liver wasn't moving. And I said to her, I said, who are you pissed with? Right? Like, who are you angry? She's like, well, nobody. I'm not angry at anybody. She goes, well, maybe a little bit with my mom because she left me. And I said, well, what do you mean? Like, did she pass? Did your parents get divorced? Like, what happened? And she said, well, my mom passed away 30 years ago. And I guess I was upset, she abandoned me. And then all of a sudden, like within, I don't know, not very long, a few seconds, maybe 60 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever, it doesn't matter. But all of a sudden her liver started moving. And then when we were done with her treatment, her pain went away completely. And she's like, this is really strange. So the next day she thought, oh, my pain will probably come back, right? Because, this is placebo apparently. and she was blown away that her pain was still gone, and it's still gone, today. And this is, I don't know, a couple months later. Right. So it's amazing. The body is fascinating. So, trusting your higher self, the ugly, pretty chick. Oh, I love that. Trusting your higher self for me has been the most wonderful journey I've ever been on. I'm blessed. I am blessed. Amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. It is really trusting, right? So, but yeah, thank you for commenting. And Shiraz, tell us, what do you do? I love what you do, but tell the audience what you do.
I hang out. I drink cookies. I annoy Jessica.
You introduced me to Jessica.
Did. So I am a energy and money flow coach and a reality shifting specialist. So I help, just the way that reality shifted for me with the arthritis, I help my clients shift their reality, whether it's with illness or money or relationships. And it's fun because you can get results that quickly. Yes, I make people cry.
You make people cry.
Someone cries at least once a week. So
that's awesome. Well, it's good. They got to let it out, right?
Yeah. And then someone throws up about once a year, sometimes twice.
Oh my gosh. That's so oh, you got to purge it out somehow, right?
Sometimes when you release that deep emotional belief that's been there for so long, it comes out physically.
Yes.
And so all of a sudden the people are like, wah. And I'm like, hey, way to go. Like,
yay, your body released it. That's pretty funny. That's cool. Well, I know I took your course, and it's I still have this, like, whose story is it? Is this my story or is this somebody else's story? And what is it, like 90% of the time or something like that? It's somebody else's story.
98% of the time, what you think is your stories and your beliefs are other people's.
Yeah.
And you just convinced yourself that they're yours.
Yeah. Crazy, eh? It's amazing. It's amazing. The mind just blows me away every time. Every time. What about you, Donnell? What do you have to say?
About what do I have to say about?
Just anything.
Oh,
I'm
sorry. You threw me. I was listening to Shiraz, and it's like you caught me off guard.
Well, that's what we do here on Freedom Stars now.
Being a part of this breakthrough show community. I mean, if I have to say it, I'll probably be saying it all day. I enjoy everybody who I've met. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy everybody because you are learning so much. You know what I'm saying? You're having fun. You're laughing. Like Shiraz says earlier, the Saturday morning coffee session that we have is like, it's awesome. The times where I wake right up, I'm like, oh, wait, coffee. And I go right to it. You know what I mean? So it's really, just being a part of this network is like really cool. I'm enjoying it. I enjoy it with the wife. And then we actually, and not to say that we don't have a problem with communicating, because that's what we talk about and we teach as far as communication. But when we talk about the show, there's an excitement that we have. It's like, oh man, we can do this, we can do this. And you have so much different, control when it comes to what you want to do and how you want to do it. And it's like, it's our show, we do what we want, and it's just a great feeling, to finally have a platform to where we can actually share our experiences, and just and hopefully it helps, other people with what we have, with what we have to say. We tell people all the time, we're not licensed, therapists or whatever, but you can't go to school for this experience. You just can't. So we just loving it. We're just having a ball, and I'm party time as far as I can see.
It really is. And do I have a great coffee for you, my friend? I sell gourmet coffee and tea. So anyway,
Okay.
that's a whole other conversation.
A whole other conversation. I see you.
I can just talk about it right now if you want. But yeah, you know what? I want to give a huge, Jessica, I know you're listening, and I want to give a huge thank you because and putting up with me, because I know I give you well, no, you love me, and thank you, and I love you back. And we'll just stop there.
So we're not going to talk about what I put you through. Just love you.
I know, I'm sorry for what I put you through. Thank you for your patience with me and everything, because honestly, I love you, and you do so much work, and and again, I'm going to now, moving forward, get more involved in this community, because I haven't been, and it is a great community, and it's about building friends and doing these shows together and stuff, and meeting amazing people like you guys. Like, we haven't had really a chance to chat, and other than now, really, right? So, and same with you, Juju. Like, I haven't really gotten to know you, so you know what? It's time. And I like having friends around the world, which is the best part.
Exactly.
Shiraz, well, I know Shiraz, so.
Yes, it's fun, and we love it. We love it, especially with being a part of. First, it started off with TikTok, and then it's like it was a chain. We started off with TikTok. That's how we met Jessica. Once we met Jessica, that's how I met Shiraz, and then I knew Brittany. Once I knew Brittany, that's how I met Juju, and then now that I know Shiraz and Jessica, this is how I met you. So it's awesome. It's awesome. I just love the connection of everybody, and everybody's so cool.
Yeah. And I met Shiraz, and then I met Shiraz through networking, because we live not too far from one another. So I met him through networking, and I remember at the beginning I was like, okay, this guy's strange. Like, why does he keep coughing and yawning and or clearing his throat? And I'm like, I don't know, but there was something that intrigued me. Right. And I kept saying, I want to sign up. And of course I never did. Right. But then finally, when I wanted to get into speaking more and doing these podcasts, I finally just reached out of the blue, and Shiraz, who can you connect me with? Which is how, he connected me with Jessica. Right. And then from there, met you amazing people. So it's great. Really. It's very cool. What about you, Juju? How did you meet Jessica? Let's just talk about Jessica for the next little bit. And how amazing she is, because she says she's cutting onions, but I'm really sure that's not what it is.
I met her through a mutual friend, Brittany. Neon Beauties by Brittany. She was the one. She was like, you should watch the show. It's very interesting in the morning, and I did, and I checked it out, and I was like, oh, she's so jolly in the morning. Who's so jolly in the mornings like that every day? But it's just
we was like that too. We was like, why is she so happy? It's too early in the morning. Jesus, why?
She's pretty happy in the morning, isn't she?
It is true. It's true. And then I joined the community in Discord, and it was like, oh my God, it's just like the jolliness starts from within the community in the Discord, and then it just progresses all the way to Project Joy. So it's kind of like, I like this. I like my mornings to be waking up like this, all jolly and happy, and and I appreciated Brittany. Kind of like forced me in a way. I told her about me wanting to. I told her about me wanting to have a do a podcast with somebody, and she's like, "Oh, you should check out my friend Jessica." And I did check her out, and I liked it, but I was, timid. I didn't want her to speak, and she was like, "You better go do it." So I finally did reach out, and here I am.
Love it.
And I couldn't be happier.
Yay. We love you, Jessica. We know you're listening because she's commenting all over the place. She's singing A Small World after all. Woo! I want to hear you actually sing that. And Brittany's awesome. And the part of the show made into a clip for me is to keep forever. Yay! And Shiraz, how did you meet Jessica? Or did you just find her somewhere? I want to just hang out with her.
I actually don't even remember at this point. It's just like she's always been there.
She's everywhere. That's why.
Just woke up one day and was like, "Hey, Jessica, how are you?"
I don't know. I need to meet somebody named Jessica today. Universe, send that to me.
Yeah, see, Jessica too. I honestly have no memory of how we met. Like, I have no clue. She was just there one day.
And there she was. She doesn't remember either. She says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm searching back, and there's like, it's just.
Oh, that's so funny.
It just now we're just on the show together, and yeah, she's like, "Come on, Project Joy." It's too early. No.
Don't make me get up early. That's awesome.
You say, "This is similar story for me."
But you've known her for a long time, though, or?
For a couple of years now.
Oh, okay.
But it's bizarre. I can usually remember, oh yeah, I met her at this networking event or at this thing, but just like, no, she just materialized into my life.
Aw, it's adorable. We need a group hug. I just opened my eyes and she was there. I love that.
So there awesome. She was already rolling her eyes at me, and
you feel it.
So you feel it. I always love our Saturday morning. I haven't been on the Saturday. Well, I've been going away, but on the Saturday morning coffee chat, and yeah, you guys are pretty entertaining to watch or listen to. I have to say,
we are entertaining. Yes,
it's almost like your brother and sister.
Okay.
You missed the conversation from the last show, in that Jessica's brother passed away, but I have a lot of the same traits, so it's like I've taken up the mantle, and I'm the brother now.
That's the sweetest.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Wow. Now I'm gonna shed a tear. Great. And I can't because I've got makeup on and all righty. So how I love to end this my show is to ask you, we'll start with Juju. What does freedom mean to you? Oh, I can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself, my friend. I do that all the time. Oh, right. I got to unmute myself.
It's hard because my dog keep on barking. I said liberation and peace.
I love that. Celebration and peace. Love it. Love it. How would you celebrate? What is celebration?
Well, I said liberation, but we
liberation.
I like that.
Yeah, I thought you said celebration. I'm like, I like celebration. Liberation and peace. Got it. Love it.
We could celebrate the liberation.
We could. We could definitely celebrate to liberate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Love it. What about, let's see. Let's go to Shiraz. We'll alternate.
Freedom. Guys in kilts with blue paint on their faces. Freedom!
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Oh my goodness.
You said, what comes to mind when you think of freedom? That's what came to mind.
Say that again. Guys in blue kilts. What was it?
Guys in kilts with blue paint on their face. Have you not seen Braveheart?
Oh my God, that's right. Well, I haven't seen it in a gazillion years. I guess I need to watch Braveheart. I don't even know why I ask you these questions.
Yep.
Like I was gonna ignore a serious answer, although that could be, well, that's your freedom. So, you know.
Okay. Well, freedom. I mean, freedom for me is.
Oh, I like that. That was pretty funny.
It was.
We don't like humor here.
No, but I mean, for freedom for me is the life I'm living, where I just get to do what I want and go where I want, and especially now, right? Because now that everything's opened up again, I've got 7 flights booked between now and the end of the year, so I'm gonna enjoy that freedom.
Amazing. So you're willing to go into the chaos of traveling.
I don't think there's chaos in traveling. Everything just flows for me.
I love it. I booked a trip and my flight got canceled, so I was like, ah.
No, I mean, I was actually amused because I was in New Orleans and they were talking about how horrible Pearson is now with the delays and 6 hours in customs, and I'm watching this on the news the day before I'm coming home to Toronto, and I'm like, oh, this is ominous. And I get on the plane, we land, I go through customs, I'm out, and it was 15 minutes. And yes, there were other people there. I was looking over at them in their lineups and being angry and getting delayed and everything. That was happening in the same airport. But when you decide, you just want to live in flow.
Yeah, you've got a point. You've got a point. Yeah, I had some friends who went to Ecuador and they got in, they came out, and everything just went in flow, right? So I have to remember that word, my friend, flow. Ease and flow, ease and flow.
If anyone doesn't like your flow, tell them, kiss my grits.
That's right. Kiss my grits.
I remember that.
Actually, I was going to say something else, but I don't really want to say that. But yeah. And Angelique, what about you? What's freedom?
Freedom for me is peace of mind and entrepreneurship.
Oh, I love that. Very cool. And Donnell apparently.
I actually think freedom for me is just being able to be happy and not be, I guess not being looked at for like, why are you always happy? Or, being able to, talk to my queen and just say, hey, I love you. And then she says, I love you back. It's just so many different things, because, and also peace of mind, because definitely being here, like being back at that is definitely a peace of mind. I mean, I have stories, but we don't have that kind of time. So
I don't think there's any more shows today. It's just this show, isn't it?
Yeah, plenty of shows, little snippets. Stay tuned.
When we get to your show, we can hear the whole story. Because that's your show. You can use all the time for your story.
So I can use all the time there, yes. But yeah, it's just being able to say, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Just being, I've actually been able to say that just in these past couple of weeks, as far as in my work environment, not my living situation with my family, no, because I've been happy with them. It's just my work environment. I can actually say I am happy. You know what I mean? So that's what I look at as freedom, being free to be able to just be happy without, being, I want to say maybe it's condemned to being, looked at like, there's something wrong with being happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like for me, it's just choices. Like I just, like I love my life, but can there be even more? Absolutely. Like it is about the freedom to be able to do what I want when I want. I want to buy what I want. And I was at this place last night. There's a new retreat center that just opened up in King City. And I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called, Shiraz, called Clear Being. Oh my God, it's a beautiful place. Holy. And I was like, that is something I'm going to manifest into my life. Their house, one of the houses on the property, is stunning. And they just literally opened up. And I'm like, that looks like freedom to me too. So anyway, to have that choice, right? To manifest it coming in. But anyway, so who's next? You know what? I didn't write down who the next show is. After Freedom
Me neither.
Shoot.
I've looked at the list a whole bunch of times, and I'm telling you,
I know. I can't remember. Jessica, put in the comments below whose show is next.
Spirit Sessions. The three
Spirit
beautiful
Session,
ladies.
right. Thank you, Juju.
Night matches and taking off earrings with the Jacksons.
Yes, I know, Jessica. It's in my images, but I can't put everybody on pause here. This is why she loves me, and I love her.
Now I just want to say, like,
the
change that's come from where you are with work now, because now work is where you can just be as happy as you want, and work used to be if I can get through the day without killing someone, and that's quite a difference between the two. So.
Oh, I agree. I hear so many people. It's like, oh my God, is it Friday yet? Is it Friday yet? It's like, what? You're living for 2 days, like for Saturday and Sunday, and then it's like on Sunday, you're like, oh man, it's Monday again. We need to talk. If that's you, we definitely need to talk. But yeah, you gotta love what you do, right? So, I'm seeing if Jessica put it in here.
It's Spirit Sessions is coming up.
All right, that's right. So you did
12
just
o'clock Central. So that's in another
1 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Central. Everybody stay tuned. Please join in for, when you can, jump in to the Breakthrough Show and watch all of us and our shows. And so much to talk about. So many amazing people. And thank you again, Jessica. Happy anniversary, 4th anniversary. And thank you guys for being on my show today.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
And I'm super excited to meet everybody on their shows today. So have a great one, and we'll talk soon. Oh, and my other show, my show again is tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern time, 12 o'clock CST time on the Breakthrough Show. Take care. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.